Hello, everybody, and welcome to the PureDriven podcast. My name is Steve Rockwood, the marketing manager at PureDriven, and today I'm joined with Eric Elstad, the Client Marketing Strategist here at PureDriven. Now, you might remember Michelle Peterson, who was also a Client Marketing Strategist, who appeared on the podcast a few weeks ago. Today we have Eric. So, Eric, how are you doing, my friend?
Doing great. How are you?
I am good. So today I brought you on because I want to talk about how a business owner can get their staff involved with their marketing, and more specifically, their online marketing. So do you have any opinions right off the gate on, how a business owner can really get their staff involved with their marketing?
Well, I think they have to get them excited about it. A business owner is excited about it because they're making money. So I think their staff needs to be incentivized in some way. They need to feel like if they do a little extra work, say with social media, for example, that they're going to be compensated in some way for it. So perhaps a competition among the staff as to who can achieve a certain level of interaction or engagement on social media. The winner would get something. I think that is probably the best route to go, easiest route to go.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I actually ran an internship program about 2 years ago, and it was a social media marketing internship, and there were about 9 students, and that's pretty much how the entire course was built. Was they all kept track of all their engagements and stats, and then at the end, the people that had the most got a little bit extra pay compared to the others, and it was just kind of a competition, but everyone was still working on the same team, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a little healthy competition. It really can help things advance quickly.
Yeah, definitely. And then when you're looking at a lot of retail stores, you're going to have a younger group of people working there for the most part. And those are the people that really love doing this anyway.
Right.
So when you have those, 18 to 22 to 24-year-olds working for you, maybe 16 even, I think you have a really big advantage when it comes to that social media marketing because they do this all day anyway.
Exactly. They are going to have their phones in their pocket at all times and be constantly able to do it. If they see an opportunity, it's going to be 1 second to pull their phone out and they're ready to go.
Yeah, for sure. And then I guess when it comes to content for the social media, what would you recommend that they ask their staff to do for them? Let's just pretend that it's a retail store that sells clothing, just to keep it easy.
Sure.
What would you say the business owner should have their staff attempt to do as far as making content?
They're going to want to show potential customers that the store has variety, that they've got a lot of inventory, that they've got the most current styles. So rather than posting a picture of, say, just one thing, show a rack. Because if you're going to promote that, through social media marketing or Facebook boosting or something like that, you want to get a good return on that investment. So if you spend $20 to boost one item that's going to sell for $15, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But if you do an entire rack of clothes, then you're going to get a lot more return on that.
Yeah, for sure. And Chris actually touched on this before as well, where it's not only about the single item being less expensive than you spent on the ad itself, but if they don't really like that one item, they're not going to come look at your store. Whereas when they see a rack of items, they might not like the one that you thought they would like, but they might like one that's in the background, and then they're still going to come in and look at that.
Exactly right. Yep.
Yeah, so when it comes to the staff actually making content, most of it's probably going to be imagery. Would you recommend, when it comes to like the clothing stores, would you recommend that they have the staff pose either with or in or make, like the mannequins with the clothing, or how do you see that happening?
I think it's a ton of fun when the staff gets involved and acts as the mannequin.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It shows that the staff is fun and enjoys what they're doing. If you're going to a store and you know that the people there like what they do, they tend to be much more friendly. You'd want to go back, as opposed to just a a mannequin that, obviously isn't engaging with you at all.
Yeah, for sure. And then I guess social media aside, is there anything you can see the staff doing in the store that would be marketing? It might not have to be on the digital side, but is there any way for them to sort of help out when it comes to having customers return, or how do you see that playing out?
I think the best thing that the staff can do is just be as engaging as possible without being too pushy. They say hi to everybody, ask if they can help them find something, any particular size of any item, that kind of thing. Just be everyone's friend when you're in there,
Definitely. And then I guess my final question for you is, a lot of these social media platforms, Facebook especially, has the messenger function. If you're a business owner and say you own 6 locations, would you recommend having a manager or someone on the staff kind of take control of the messaging for that store for potential questions that they receive?
Yes. I would definitely agree that would be the ideal situation. They're in the store. They know what's going on in the store at all times. If an owner has 6 stores, obviously they're not in all of them at once. So the manager's getting those kind of messages. Maybe if the message is in reference to something that went on that day in the store, they're going to be more likely to be able to respond quicker and more accurately.
Yeah, for sure. And then just one final note I wanted to add there. For business owners that look at messaging as a more concrete thing because it is words on a page that stay there, think of it this way. People are going to call your business all the time. And if you trust someone to answer the phone and answer their questions, you should be able to trust that same person to answer a question with a keyboard instead of their voice.
Exactly right.
So I think that plays a big part. It's just one of those things. We look at social media as something that's new, but it's really just a different way to communicate the same things that we've been saying for hundreds and hundreds of years. Mm-hmm. So there's no need to be uncomfortable around it. If you have someone in your location that will answer the phone and gives good customer service, I see no issue in handing over the reins to your messaging platforms and even your reviews when it comes to the Google reviews, Facebook reviews, and having them respond to those.
Yep, I would agree 100%.
Awesome. Well, is there anything else you want to add on that topic, Eric, or do you think we got it down?
I think we pretty much got it down. I think just the general message is, if you can get everyone on board with being engaging on social media within the store and have them do the same once customers come in the store, I think there's going to be a huge benefit and reward to that.
For sure. Well, thank you for joining me, Eric. I'm sure we'll have you on again. Maybe we'll have you and Michelle one day, and you can talk about all your experiences working with clients in all these different retail stores. And I hope to see you again here.
That sounds good. Thanks for having me.
All right. Have a good one, everybody.